Hi, this is Micornus, I'm the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. I'm speaking about what wise people do, what wise people do in life. What wise people do in life is they are kind and they're fair. And they're always unafraid to speak up. And that's one of the credentials or characteristics of wise people. People that are forever kind and fair. And this is actually wise people do that. And why wise people are always kind is because they know the remedy of tense situations or volatile situations. They know that being kind is actually a seed that you plant in this life. Why? Because life is about people. Remember, we are social beings. We are relational people. And as a young man, remember that you cannot live your life alone, isolated somewhere at a corner. Our lives are circled around people. And we are people because we are living amongst people. So therefore, our success is actually hidden in other people. So therefore, we cannot avoid that point. So because of that, then, for you to relate with people, if you are to be successful, wise people have actually realized that you need to be kind with people because people are actually facing different situations. People are facing challenges in life. So therefore, the least thing that they need is for you to be mean to them. Now, remember that kindness then become a seed that you plant in lives of people. And people are generally more attracted to kind people, not cruel people. And therefore, when you become cruel, you're actually kicking out your relationships. You are destroying them and you're making people not to want to associate with you. Now, as I've said then, that kindness becomes that seed that you need to plant. It is that seed that will germinate into kindness and bring kindness back to you. Some of you, as young men, you may be wondering why people don't like you. You may be wondering why it looks like people hate you. It looks like nobody want to associate with you. It may look like nobody like you or nobody welcomes you or want to relate with you and so on. It is not about the people. And I want you to realize that, sir, that is not about the people. It's more about you, and therefore it is very important as a young man to do what we call introspection, where you reflect, look in the mirror, and say, what is that I did to the people that people are repelling me like this? It may be because you have not exercised the kindness enough in life, and you have not been fair to people in life. And I want to urge you as a young man that wise people become kind, and therefore they become fair to people. And when you become fair to people, it means that you cannot be judgmental, because most of the time we are judging people, and some of them we are biased towards them. Some of them we have got stereotypes that we classify them into certain categories of people. Have you heard people saying men are like this? Have you heard people say women are like this? Have you heard people say this nationality is like this? That is all the biases and things that are prejudicing people to an extent that because you're doing that, you're not going to see the result in your life, because then you will treat people with disdain based on the bias that you have or that the prejudice that you have towards people. Now, as a young man, if you want to be kind, remember that don't be prejudiced. Don't be biased towards certain people. Don't cluster people into groups and start being judgmental about them, because that will make you to actually repel people. And kindness is a very simple thing to do, because kindness is actually treat others the way you want to be treated. That's kindness. If you want people to treat you with rough hands, cruel and terrible to you, treat them the same. So if you want people to be kind to you, then exercise kindness and be fair to people, because that's the only way you're going to judge it, is please do unto others the way you want it to be done to you. And this is very important, because we have seen people that want to be treated well. And this type of people that want to be treated well, they don't treat others well. They hate people. They treat people cruelly. They gossip and bite about people. And they're forever biased about situations of people. and they judge people, and therefore they still expect people to be fair and kind to them. Now, your unfairness towards people is planting the spirit of unfairness towards you as well. And you will receive the same measure of unfairness if you're giving people unfairness in their lives. And that is very key. And I'm emphasizing that as a young man, be careful of how you deal with people. Be careful of how you treat people, because the way you treat people, you're definitely going to get that as well from the people. Remember that I said also that wise people, they don't only just become kind and fair, but they are able to speak up. They are unafraid to speak up. Because kindness also goes along with ability to speak up, ability to mention when you're not happy, ability to say your heart out, because that's the only way that people are going to understand what you need to be done or how you need to be treated is when you speak up. So please don't keep quiet and say, I'm afraid to hurt people, then I'm keeping quiet. That's not being kind, and that's not being fair as well. When you speak up, you are actually averting people from treating you badly. You are actually protecting yourself even in future. And some people, remember, they treat you badly not intentionally, because they may not be aware that they're treating you bad. They may not be aware that that which they do towards you or with you is not, you're not happy about. Until you speak up and make them aware, that's the only time you're going to know, they're going to know that you are not happy with how they deal with you. Now, this is very important, therefore, as a young man, that you speak up, and because that's what wise people do. Wise people speak up, and everybody would know what they need and what they don't need. They would know what they want and what they don't want, because wise people are actually transparent. People know what they like, what makes them tick, and what doesn't make them tick. So therefore, people cannot actually overstep a wise person, because if they do, they would actually be doing it intentionally, because the wise person would have said and spoken up. And sometimes, as I said, there are many people that will overstep or hurt you unintentionally. Don't go into the mode of hating them while they didn't know that they've hurt you. Speak up. Let them be aware that you are not happy with a certain way of treatment. And based on that, please make sure that you step up and say it out, and people would know, and they will treat you differently the next time. I want to end up here today, your host, Micornus Phokane. I hope that you've learned a bit out of this as well today, what wise people do. And this was part 4, and we will deal with part 5 tomorrow. And I want to draw your attention to our Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum. Please like it, that page. The other Facebook page that I want you to like is Micornus Phokane Facebook page. Please like that. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, and make sure that you get this type of teachings that we posted there. There are quite a lot of teachings that we put up there, and as a young man, that will help you, and your life shall never be the same as you learn from this type of teachings. Click the notification buttons so that every single material that we post, it notifies you, and you are able to catch it fresh from the box. May the good Lord bless you. Your host, Micornus Phokane, again, the leader, the founder of Young Men Empowerment Forum. Allow me to check out right here and say cheers for now.